I guess it's appropriate time to get started now. Let's just see if I won't surprise myself with some funny stuff. There we go. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to another stream. A little earlier than I would normally do because, well, I said today I wanted to draw, and if I wasn't here yesterday because I made a plan to like start drawing start streaming like every other day. Guess that's not what I had entirely planned, but I think some things about just trying to stream whenever I can would be more up my alley, or just having to find a reason to stream because I can't seem to just do it on the spot. Let me just turn this down a bit because I remember the last time I was streaming, I almost had the volume overwhelmingly loud. I had it overwhelmingly loud on the last stream for like fucking like a whole 30 minutes it seemed. Until I played Minecraft, I was like, "Oh wait, this music hella loud. Let me turn it down." Um, but today is supposed today, as the title says, is supposed to be. I'm trying to finish a a request that I had lost in like another hard drive, and I was trying to see if I can do it again. I'll go into backstory later when I'm feeling a little more talkative, but or at least what would be the point of me trying to go into that later when I already have something prepared right now? Um, this might be the only reason why I'm streaming it, even though the oh shit, I still have it on. Okay, I still have it on transparent. Hold on, yeah, but I'm trying to do a small request that that is practically a surprise happy birthday to somebody before I get started. I'm having a tough time believing that this head is a little too big. And then again, um, I wasn't trying to go for absolute proportions. I was just trying to make, fucking caricatures. Um, but like I said, this was supposed to be a birthday present for somebody that I am. I'm just trying to like. I'm just trying to like finish up because that birthday is perhaps tomorrow, and I need to be able to like finish it before then. Because if I don't, son of a bitch, you know. It's the least I can. It's the least I can do. I was requested this for like 3 weeks, 3 weeks in advance, and I was actually not even like 3 weeks in. It feels like it. For 3 weeks in advance, I go check right now, and I see. Probably like a month in advance, I was tasked with trying to do this, and uh, I haven't I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished it. I haven't been able to finish it yet, but I'm trying to though. So you know, And I figured what better way to do it, finish it, than like right around her birthday. So I'm just kind of racing against time. That's why the music is a little tense this time around, because it's crunch time for one particular request. I was told to take my time, but since I have a quota to meet, I don't think I want to take my time. We're racing against time here. I don't want to make anything absolutely subpar. Murders me when I make something subpar and I don't live up to the standards. I'm just trying to give something at least good, decent. Only thing that's gonna save me from content ID, Epic Gamer playlist. Shit. Ah, it's flu season already? Shit, dude. Thought it was COVID hours. I don't like making too small hands, but I don't like making fucking SpongeBob karate moon shoes type hands. The fucking moon shoes gear type hands. Those fucking things. Good God. The ones that just look like hi-ya and just fucking sponge. Got sponge like here is like sponge, nigga. Oh, just sponge. Nigga, sponge, nigga. We got that Smash Bros shit like, hold on, like, fucking. But that's enough of terrible doodles. Time to go back to working. Guys, I swear to gobbledygook, I'm not a fraud. I don't have a ghost drawer. I don't have a ghost artist, okay? I'm my own person when it comes to this. Not a fraud, I swear. Now that I think about it, I might just have to peace out. Well, not peace out entirely, but like step away from stream because uh like the last time I was late to stream, tonight is garbage night, and I gotta make sure I take out the garbage, especially the cans for the garbage, and put them out on the front lawn. Whatever's left of it. In New York, you don't have a real lawn. You just have the sidewalk. I'm getting PTSD now. Not because I ever played a story mode for Blaze Blue and Continuum Shift, but because uh, so last night, I mean, title says we're doing um RPCS3 testing, but I was doing testing last night, but I've never tested it on stream. But I was doing testing last night, and Chrono Phantasma is working. Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma. Weird Salad, I know, but Chrono Phantasma, literally third installment of the Blaze Blue series. And to be honest, it's like I still have a soft spot for that game more than Central Fiction because of a couple of things really. Um, Makoto doesn't have trash combo game in the corner. Makoto doesn't have trash combo game in the corner. Let's see. Uh, Valkenheim has a 4D that wall bounces. That's fun, right? They gave they even albeit she isn't as as good as I thought she would in B and although she isn't as good as I thought she would be in Central Fiction, Mood 12 has has a 6C. It has a 6C that is basically her fatal counter. It works just like her fatal counter, which makes me really think how lackluster her fatal counter would be, or or if because I never tested her entirely, but I have tested out Ragna and Azrael and Makoto to an extent because those are the characters that were religiously playing in that game along with Valkenheim, but I haven't graced Valkenheim to a absurd degree, but I was learning Valkenheim. Uh, I couldn't even play Bullet the same way. Like playing Chrono Phantasma and playing I remember the first BlazBlue game I touched was literally that game, so that's probably why I have a soft spot for that. Um I'm pretty sure that everybody will unanimously agree that if they had to play a BlazBlue game, uh they would play Central Fiction a lot more than continue with Shift Chrono Phantasma or even Calamity Trigger for but but I would still highly regard Chrono Phantasma, even though Chrono Phantasma is just a little just a little stiff. Like I was about to say, like Chrono Phantasma compared to Central Fiction is stiff. Like it's stiff. Like imagine being able to imagine not being able to Gatling command normals into the command normals you thought you would be able to. Say for instance, Ragna going from 6A into 6D. You can't do that in Chrono Phantasma. I mean, that's what happens when you dial back an installment of a game, but I figured that that would work. Azrael doesn't have to hold Azrael doesn't have to hold forward C all the time or 6C every time he does the Magnum Rekka or the Tiger Cobra Leopard Rekka, but he has to go from 236 to 4-6 to just 6, and that's just like that was almost an input salad, and I see why they took it out. But I still got the hang of it regardless because I play King of Fighters, to say the least. You know, trying out Angel really helped me in the long run in playing Azrael. However, I never got the chance to play Angel back in 2017 when I first played the game. But you know, I can say that for the record that practicing those quick back forward inputs for Angel were because of Azrael, and playing more playing more Angel and King of Fighters also helped me with playing some more fucking Azrael in that game. I was going on about my PTSD for listening to Imperial Code though, and that's because I was doing challenge mode in Chrono Phantasma, and I was just going through missions 1 through 10 because those are supposed to be like oh, introduction to the character, do some special inputs. I'm saying, bro, I know how to play the fucking game, bro. Let me do this quick shit. Let me do these special inputs, but with combos that I know, right? So it's like, oh, you got a dead spike. Just do a normal. Just do a normal. A B C D dead spike. Well, no, not really. No, because I ended up doing. I ended up doing a whole combo that would be considered, Ragnar level. Like, like I'll probably show you when I start, testing. But I was in there for like hours because of one thing that I wanted to prove to myself that I can do this combo. And it was saying, "Oh, do an overdrive activation," which literally gives your opponent more access to greater drive attacks or capabilities within their drive. And so, it makes their drive attacks go unga bunga. So I was trying to literally master one overdrive combo that I thought carried over into central is like universal from Central Fiction into Chrono Phantasma. Not entirely, because somebody's fucking stand C doesn't work. Somebody's 5C doesn't work as fast as I wanted to, and so that's why I call the game stiff. Because I would literally be able to micro dash C or just 2H. I mean, I would either micro dash C or micro dash 2H, and I would get a 5D afterward. But since 5D isn't fast enough, I think the way how it like slugged was like 1 frame slower. So it's like I couldn't get that off. Oh, a a simple 3C into overdrive couldn't even connect with a 5C or a 2C. That made me absolutely upset. God. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I do cleanup while talking with you guys. Talking to whoever watches. Just trying to do some cleanup and stuff. Before I get to coloring, because I don't like too many stray lines. I don't like making too many sketchy lines either. Do everything in one take. That's the only amateurish thing I'll get out of myself. Or just say to myself, I'll just do a couple of these, but do it all in one take. Not necessarily like I make a whole fucking several layers. Because here's right here, the 2 layers. I don't even know if you can see that. Wait a second. Let me see if I can find the cursor on the stream. Yeah, these right here. That's all my layers. That's all my layers. Call me a brainlet for not using a million layers. These layers don't even belong. These are from like I don't even know. I forget, but they're there. I don't even give too much attention to how many layers because it's such a train wreck to just try to figure out which ones is for the right layer and shit. It's like probably the only thing you need is probably like 2 to 5 layers if you don't want to mix your brain up, but you're still gonna like draw on the wrong layer regardless. But having to do that on like 50 plus layers is just not worth your time. Sorry if you're trying to be like, if you're trying to be super exclusionary about where you want particular colors and shit, if you have that level of composition, then, go right ahead with that shit. But, you're not gonna get me on like what happens to your layers while you're just drawing them too, because I'm not a fucking tool that would just like go and do all of that. If I've been doing like traditional for like 15 years of my life before I switched to digital, well, yeah, 15 years essentially. Because I started drawing at 4. Is like, you know, I've been doing like traditional for 15 years in tandem with, having to try out digital the first for the first the 4 years of high school and shit. And it's just like, why would I need to use like a million layers? I know it's a quality of life thing. It's a quality of life thing for those who switch. So, I could see where like all of that comes in, but it's like I'm not gonna go ham on layers. It don't make no sense. And that make no sense. So I don't try it. I don't try it too much. Unless I really need to, like, say for example, like what I did like say for example if I have to redo or like reuse particular things, I would probably need like 1 or 2 more layers to like do stuff, because because I would need like an extra layer. Or what's a better example of using like a lot of layers and a lot of groups? The first video that I did where it was like it wasn't a combo video, like the first legit video where I had to do an update video and shit. And it was, hold on. It was literally me at a desk. Let me see if this thing works. Nope, edge is still going. Okay, lovely. I hate when I restart. Hold on, y'all. Where is it hiding? Damn. Alright. Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of this too. God. But I had a video. The first update video I did had me at a desk, and I used about 20 layers altogether. I used 20 friggin' layers because one, and it wasn't because like you know I had to, because each of them had their separate line and color layer and desk layer and me layer and laptop layer and chair layer, like shit like that. I would use it for it. I would use layers. I would use like a bunch of layers. Because I'm not making duplicates, I don't really have to do all of that if all I could do is just cull over like I've been doing for like how many years. I have a steady hand. Well, what if I lose track of something? Stuff like that. You won't be able to rectify it. I get that. If I lose tracking on like trying to do shadowing or light and stuff, and I used to do that. But I haven't seen much reason to do that if all I already know is the foundation of which to like start using that. Like I said, nothing wrong with having a little quality of life shit, but it's like I I feel confident in my abilities is what I'm saying. To not have to go back and forth between 1,000 layers and then go to the one layer that I've been working on for like a lot. Most of the work is literally in that layer, so why not use that layer? Feels like I'm going to be spending a lot more time rambling about shit than finishing this here art. I mean, talk about racing against time. More like lagging against time. More like procrastinating against time. More like a garbage time. It's hard to be the least bit interesting when you're trying to talk about shit no one actually gives a shit and no one actually cares about, or isn't entirely relevant, or to be euphemistic about shit, trivial things, because, you know, everybody's got their eyes set on another piece of drama that may be, you know, their reason why they drink their tea the way they do. Because I can pretty much like talk my head off about anything And since I'm probably given the platform to do it, you know, why not literally talk about anything from like fighting games and stuff? And maybe it might be the basis of what I make in terms of content on this channel some more. And fighting games, for an example, something I absolutely don't play, and I make a big joke about how I don't play games, fighting games, but you know, I boast about my combos and shit, and I put up videos with my combos and shit. And it's like, fundamentally speaking, I don't know how to. Fundamentally speaking, I can play fighting games. I can fight people. I can fight people at the lowest level, and it's like me too. It's like I'm a fucking. It's like I can't even tell what the difference between me being a casual or a beginner or just me being novice or probably advanced the way how I play a fucking fighting game. Because there would be moments where I would get those who would probably be within the same level, and then those who are kind of just, beginners but ignorant in playing fighting games. But they would tell me like I'm cheating. It's like I'm not cheating. I think I don't play fighting games either. I just fucking know what to do. How do I say it? It's like I'd had other people beat my ass too, the simple way. So it's like I might as well teach you the same thing. Oh wait, I'm kind of done here. Hold on a minute. But yeah, I've had other people beat my ass. Man, I don't love people, but when they beat my ass, they make me a better person. That type of shit. That's what fighting games do. Doesn't make you hard. It just shapes you up. In such a way, that's what life is. The world of fighting games is hella brutal, but well, not hella brutal. Maybe the community is not absolutely brutal. But being in the wild west of fighting games and having to figure things out for yourself is brutal. Till you look up the occasional YouTube video about, oh, how to play a character. Oh, you want a combo guide? Here you go. Like, I can only imagine the amount of times that I've, just surfed the web for like just cool combos, because it all started with because I may have played fighting games early in the years, but I haven't taken it to like an advanced extreme more than I have with games like King of Fighters and and Street Fighter 4. I was playing 99 in like June of 2002. Like King of Fighters 99 in June of 2002. And I know, what the fuck am I doing? Well, like my cousins had the game for like a while, like King of Fighters 99, but I was playing that game in 2002. Sitting down there, playing, watching them play. Like I got a whiff of the controller. I was sitting in training mode, and I was like, man, how do I do this? It's so cool. So I just do what anybody else do, and just try to do whatever. I push the controller in different like directions and stuff. Try to get the thing that made me do the cool move. It's like always get the move that would make you do the really cool move. They would have move lists and stuff like that for it, but I'm totally blind. I was like, so wait, if you had move lists, okay, then how does that work? Well, now I'm just not sure. Ah, the one game, however, that made me reevaluate how fighting games should be done is a game called Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. And the way how that game worked, I can't even tell you. The game is fundamentally black, but I played it because I liked doing cool glitchy shit in the game. Like you have you have dead or alive style type of combo strings You know, it's a 4-button fighter with your light punches, your light punches, your light kicks, your heavy punches, and your heavy kicks. So, but the combos, but the combos are a mix between how to do, Street Fighter string. It's not even like combos. They work and then they don't. It's like it's like you would have like your combo string, right? And then you would do a key blast, and then that would be your combo. But when you're doing a super move, there's no combo into that. You just gotta pray your opponent doesn't crouch block. Your opponent doesn't crouch block on you. Because you can't normal block against your power. It's like a level 1 or level 2 or a level 3. But you can crouch block. You can crouch block against that. I learned that at 4 years old. 4 years old playing the game. I was playing the game 4 years old. And I'm like, I know how to beat these assholes now. I'm gonna murder them with the same shit. Because the game came with the game came with a manual that also was like for special moves and stuff. It had a move list, and I was doing that. I had lost it, and when I was doing bad in school, I didn't have too much. When I was doing bad in school, I didn't have too much time with the game by myself, you know. But every time when I got my SP back, I would just keep playing. I would just keep playing Taiketsu and learning the moves. The game, the game was not fun, but despite it not fun, it was still fun because it had its extra modes where you would literally just be able to glitch the game. Like cheat codes and stuff, they had those on where you had unlimited supers, explosive touch. That was ridiculous. Explosive touch literally broke the game. Like you thought GTA actually started doing explosive touch? Nah, it was Taiketsu. Explosive touch. You break the game. Along with the supers, bro, you just break the game. You'll probably see how that's like when I eventually get the game soon. I will play it on the emulator and we'll see how that is. God, it's even worse on the emulator. Like I was playing on my phone emulator, and it's a laugh. It's a laugh. It was still a laugh after like 5 years of not being able to play the game. It was still a laugh. Somewhere deep in the storage facility that I have all of my stuff in, that game, along with my SP, is still a laugh. So Taiketsu was so freaking weird. Taiketsu was so weird. You had, like I said, it was a 4-button fighter, double light and double heavy. You know, your let's see, crouching crouching light punch was your fastest move, and crouching heavy and crouching light kick were literally the same move. They both sweeped, and it just was it was bad. It's like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and probably Mortal Kombat strings actually. More than just like more than just like DOA. It's Mortal Kombat because they even have a crouching heavy punch that just launches people like Mortal Kombat. And then throwing people, all you have to do is just hold forward and hold like forward heavy punch. And all you do is just walk up to somebody and it will literally toggle the throw. It will toggle the throw. It toggles the throw. You'll be like, imagine like the game had pressure, okay? A game like Taiketsu would have pressure, or any other game where you would just toggle a throw. You're literally doing the throw animation the moment you hold something. Imagine like throwing people in cross tag, and you just, like cross tag has a thing where it's like, oh, if you press BC, you just walk up to your opponent and then grab them. But in this game, you can dash at them and be toggling the throw, or you just be walking up in them like in cross tag and you just throw them. You'll be toggling the throw the entire time. You have your hands set on the heavy punch button, and it's crazy. Well, it's not crazy, but you'll be trying to avoid your opponent, and they'll still be trying to crouch throw you. Not saying that the AI would know how to do that, but it has proved useful against me the moment I was playing endurance, the hard endurance mode in that game. And boy, oh boy, I had hated a bunch of computers that have gotten away with that. After trying to ace a 30 win streak, and I only fall short between 3. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. I could not believe that. 10-year-old me could not believe that. Oh yeah, endurance 2, by the way. Nah, play lame win game with endless super. Play lame win game. That's just how it is. Just just mash super, and you pretty much win. Super also grants you like full invincibility. You'll be doing your super, and you will not get hit. You will not get hit out of it. You won't do. They won't be able to do anything. This goes the same way. We're playing against an opponent. It's like, what's this? Oh shit. But this goes the same for like being able to play against an opponent, and then literally the worst happens. Let me see if I can. Hold on, because I just realized the stream kind of buffered. I think the Ethernet cord got pulled out. I'm not sure whether or not I should put it back in, because I don't want the stream to delay, but I don't feel like having to deal with like my Ethernet cord having to pop out again. There's nothing wrong with the prongs. There's nothing wrong with the Ethernet cord itself. It's literally a clip within the computer because I tried to change hard drives. It's literally the clip in the computer. Literally the clip in the computer that will not stay in there no matter what I do. And it will not return to its former glory at all. And so it just leaves for more room for stupid shit. And I can't do not a damn thing about it. But here I am, 4 hard drives in. And, well, not 4 hard drives in. On this computer, I'm like 2 hard drives in. Here we are, and I can't even keep my stable connection stable because my fucking Ethernet cable decided to pop out because of a clip. Anyway, back to Taiketsu. Things about that game, my lord, I don't know where to start. I can only start as close as the normals and the strings, and then that's it. You'd probably do something as basic as punch punch kick, um back R and back L back R, and then it's just like literally Duff City. That's your only amount of Duff City you get in that game in terms of a combo. And then everything else is just like a fake it till you make it type of winning streak right there. This game has fundamentals over. It's fundamentals central. Sky Battle. Sky Battle is that game's wager system where you have to mash against the opponent in order to gain your advantage. However, there's another kind. However, there's another type of Sky Battle from the extras menu called Sky Battle 2, which legit, it's the whole match with it, and you will not stop until the opponent is dead. You don't mash until your opponent is dead. You have to take part in putting a series of inputs that the game puts out provide you in random, and you beat your opponent out until his dying breath. It is literally a DBZ Sky Battle fight that you would see in the anime, and they would just drop dead. And honestly, for me, that sums up the best of Dragon Ball Z right there. Just Sky Battle 2. Fiddle with the buttons until your opponent drops. Just like how Dragon Ball characters will fiddle with their limbs against the opponent until they drop. And it does not sound the least bit interesting because that is literally the entire match if you do engage Sky Battle with Sky Battle 2 settings on. It's like, bruh. Cannot imagine. Cannot imagine a world, however, I can, because I took part in it. I took part in that world. And I embraced it ever so much. This game isn't Sailor Moon. And it isn't Hokuto no Ken. It is literally Atari. And it is literally part of the Atari based fucking games that were released on the Game Boy, because it uses similar soundtracks from Boo's Fury, and Goku's Legacy. I mean, the Legacy of Goku. And it also, since the game came out around 2003-ish, it's hard to say which, but it also borrowed from games like King of Fighters 3 Soundless. Like their sound packs, they have that from King of Fighters 2003. They do. Absolutely. Because of that time, same sound bites were being played in SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos exactly. And 2003. And it was just huh, looking back at that in 2017, I was like, damn, are you dead ass? Let's see. There's another thing too. There's another thing too about that game. Besides explosive touch. Oh, OTGs. OTGs in that game, they are scarce. The game is scarce for who gets an OTG. But there are characters that have OTGs that will last for a long time if you don't quick stand. I think the game has quick standing. I think you can tech in the game. But if your opponent doesn't like get up, you can OTG your opponent with with your level 1. I think you can. As a matter of fact, there were only, I think, 2 or 3 characters that could OTG. There are 2 characters that can OTG, and there are 2 characters that basically have unblockables if you're not blocking the moment they do a power move. And it is it is like, again, it isn't much when you're playing the arcade mode, but it is all the fucking rage when you get hit with it in something like endurance mode, where you know you're trying to score a streak and it murders you with those moves in mind, and it thinks about those moves and it finally does it, and then you lose the match and you lose the streak, and then you're angry. Only something that could be expressed through me. Only something that could be expressed through me, because I find no other person that would play that game religiously like I did back when I was only a youngin. You get OTG'd, and you can keep OTGing them. The worst offenders of this, however, is somebody like Broly, who has an OTG and could just ram your opponent into the wall. With unlimited supers in mind, you would also ram your opponent into the wall, and they will not come back until you know, they're just done. But the game has OTGs. I don't even think in their versus settings that they don't have. I don't think they have unlimited supers or stuff like that, because that's like saying that, oh, the opponent also has their extras, like all of their extras open from the shop, so might as well, right? Nope, not really. No, not really. I'm gonna make that safe assumption right then and there that you have to play the game in its base form. And like, I mean, granted, that would be very interesting if you could do that. If you could play with like extra settings on, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they would, because I never played them. Like, I could have sworn that I was gonna get ready to fight one of my friends in elementary school with the same game in mind. He would bring a late cable and we would play Taiketsu. But as far as I'm concerned, that day never happened. And I was really looking forward to that day, because I wanted to see whether or not I would get washed and look like a fraud because I played freaking unlimited supers on, or I might just be able to get off by the skin of my teeth just by engaging in Sky Battle. Just by engaging in Sky Battle and engaging in my level 3 super. That's it. Or practically, if I just played Krillin like I said. Some funny glitches to note from that game are like, hmm. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about the color that I should give. Okay, some notable things about some notable fucking glitches about the game is that, you know, there are characters with OTGs and stuff like that. There's also explosive touch. There would also be um, landing on somebody. Oh, wait. There would also be explosive touch and activating Sky Battle. You get somebody that activates Sky Battle and explosive touch, including instant death. There's also an instant, like a one punch death game, by the way. In that game specifically, there's a one punch death setting, and there's like instant death with explosive touch is the worst recipe of disaster. Like I said, engaging in Sky Battle, you would just hit somebody. If you if you're right under them, because the game is coded where it's just like, oh, the person left the screen, but they're just they're just sitting like above where your Game Boy frame would be. Imaginatively like figuratively speaking, they would be sitting where like above where your Game Boy frame may be, and that's them right there. But if you engage and you're right under them, you'll just you'll just hit them. You'll just hit them, and that would be the game. You wouldn't even take damage. You would perfect them. If you land on them, if you land on them during the explosive touch, if you land on them during explosive touch, or if you land on them while they're knocked down, you can literally you no you can. How do I describe it? Because I want to say it without mentioning, oh, they have an orgy together, because they look like they're humping each other, but on their backs, because they're knocked down and stuff, and they just bounce up and down because they're constantly getting hit on the floor. Like I said, OTGs are kind of weird in the game, so bouncing on the floor, and you know all their they lose all that health. They lose all that health. And getting hit in explosive touch mode is no joke. You'll just die in like 5 or 7 hits, and that's literally the match. So essentially, like 7 times, 7 or 8 times, you have to attack your opponent before you die in explosive touch. And landing on them, where the computer is concerned, is just you would have to think that your component that the computer would want to like end the match right there because they're not feeling it, and then they finally knock you down, and then they jump at you, and then they just start fucking wall humping you on the floor. Like I said, on their backs, until they let go of their directional influence, which it's hard to say how that game has directional influence. But in terms of explosive touch and landing on somebody during their knockdown, it's pretty safe to say that Dragon Ball Taiketsu does have DI. It has no tech. It has no tech game, but it does have DI, to say the least. Because I don't know. I don't know what that is. Broly can also crash the game. Like you can play Broly and you'll get the SP to like maybe not crash but slow down indefinitely. It's He can't crash the game, but he can make the game slow down, and I'm pretty sure it could prompt the game to crash. I know there are a number of moments where I had made the game crash. Well, not crash, but slow down to like choppy frames because there's so much happening on the screen that the SP can't take. Because Broly has a funny Superman punch where his his aura trailblazes him, and it's the only nice effect that game can bring outside of its ugly 3D models. And I say nice very loosely because I don't think there's anything nice about that. I love this part. Turricane also looks fun, but I'm not sure how good I will be at the game. But Turricane does look fun. I saw a Taz on it, and I was like, oh, this shit looks. nice. You can spin dash and you can run and shoot. It's basically Samus, but it's a but if Samus was an actual speedrunner. Never merce with the Turricane. Oh, it starts over like that. That's why it has overlap like that. I didn't even think about it like that. Okay, I might have to go check. I might have to go I might have to go get the other Turricane file that was by Chris Hulsbeck. But yeah, uh, Broly would have a aura effect where it trailblazes him, where it trails him, and if you hit the opponent, if you hit the opponent while an explosive touch, uh, you just fall back, but the aura still exists. You keep doing that, and wait, is this on the wrong flame? It is on the wrong layer. Okay, I see now. That's why I couldn't see the lines. But it trails him, and he'll be fucking. He'll just. It trails him. You hit somebody in explosive touch, it still sticks. You hit them again, it still sticks. You get more of those, it still sticks. They all still exist, and because of that, the game continues to register how many of them are on the screen, and then the game lags, and then the game just continues to lag, and will not stop unless you exit out of the match. Continue this, continue this some more until you have no more of a cartridge nor an SP to fucking shoot. If that really does brick your SP, I wonder. Because I even tried this out on the emulator, and the emulator suffers the same way. I'm not sure if it will crash the emulator. Or I'm not even sure if it will crash the PC in general. But I'm pretty sure the emulator will probably crash. It'll crash the emulator. My PC is just too My PC is just too godlike for a $300 computer to get hit like that. With godlike graphics. With a godlike graphics card for the time. And the guard and a godlike CPU. All right, no more questions. Yes, you in the back. Does DBZ Taiketsu have like? Does it have the thing? What thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well you know the thing where you uh yes, you have God mode. So okay, so there's another glitch. There's another glitch, like a moon glitch, where let's see. There's a moon glitch where Vegeta, if you hit Vegeta out of his level 3 because he uses the Ozaru monkey as his level 3, I know, pretty freaking gay. His his level 2 is his Big Bang attack, and he doesn't have a final flash, but he does have his signature Gallic gun that he rose to the top and then graced the earth with his mighty garlic. Um, he does have one of those, but he also has Ozaru as his level 3, and not Final Flash. So, to all the Fighters players, that's going to come as a shocker to you. To all those who were playing Super Butoden, that's also going to come a shocker to you. And to those who were playing Base Vegeta and Fighters, that's also going to sound really, really stupid. But, you know, he did that, and if you hit him in Explosive Touch, the moon will just gyrate around him. SSGD is my favorite character. Well, listen, Lewis. That's just Super Saiyan Vegeta. But that nigga never existed in this game unless he popped his Big Bang attack. They'll just power up and then they'll be Super Saiyan for like 2.5 seconds, yay, and then they'll just drop it. However, Broly is the only person that remains Super Saiyan in the game, canonically speaking. Well, not canonically speaking, graphically speaking, because he never loses his hair color. His hair is always upright, it stands up, it's still green, and he'll only go the legendary Super Saiyan if he does. The only Super Saiyan that remains consistent is Broly, because Broly's the shit. A UYU member? I'm pretty sure those. I'm pretty sure those Aussies probably had like hated him, didn't like him. Let's see. I don't know. Taiketsu was a mess, but I was playing that game for like 10 years since I got the game in 2000. Since I got the game in 2003. I played that game for 10 years and continue to play it some more because of the glitches. Just like how I actually continued to play Sonic 06 some more the moment I got it. It was the gift that kept on giving. However, with Taiketsu, that kind of ran out where it started. Because I can only kick ass in the lamest way, but I can never really discover new things. With Sonic 06, I can just run into new shit and experiment with new shit the moment I keep playing the game. What scene was that? I asked which game, Lewis. Which game is it? Because she said dead. If it's like there isn't too much to be dead about, fighting games in general. It is niche, but it isn't dead. There are numbers, let's be real. There's numbers in millions, in fact. But there's no way how it would just be dead. That's not. Just the fighting game scene in general. That makes no fucking sense. But I don't know why she would say that, albeit if this is another out of context moment where it's just like something like, I don't know, a fucking left and bitter truth type shit, where he started surfing like fighting games on Steam. I was like, bro, these games, bro, dead game. This game, bro, dead. Bro, it's dead. Discord fighter? Bro, come on. There are lots of people playing on Discord. If there are lots of people playing it on Discord, bro, the game is dead. Shut the fuck up, Lewis. I don't know. I don't want to do it anymore. I really don't. The one live stream gets to exist. God. $326. What's he playing? Fucking Moemon, really? Ugh. Yeah. But nigga, it's just me. I'm not the attention. hold on, how do I say this? How do I fucking say this? I'm not the attention, and she may be a UIU player, but neither is she. How the fuck am I supposed to believe this woman is talking like stupid shit she doesn't even know about? If all it is just about, whether or not the FGC is dead. She just it's like I don't understand how it would be dead. I understand that it's COVID hours, but everybody has been they're pulling their own weight trying to make sure that that shit stays alive. With the countless amount of online tories based around rollback netcode, people literally trying to make rollback netcode, devs trying to make rollback netcode. I don't understand how that would be dead. I guess she may have just a little bit of press, or just a little bit of with the Twitter followers she has. But the fuck, I don't see why that would be like an absolute detriment. When you have people literally screaming "Save Melee," hashtag Save Melee, like the fucking scene is dead. I don't know that game. Ginny and try to make so. Who the fuck is that? Is that literally like a founder or something? Is Ginny a founder of UYU? Okay, see, I don't know why she would pull that up. Because how many other players in UYU are going to that are FG representatives that aren't going to like push back against this themselves, really themselves. How many of them are not going to push back against this if this goes through? Because that means, for example, somebody like None from the melee scene wouldn't feel like, oh shit, well, what the fuck is this, right? Bro, I play Smash for a living. I literally say, bro, you've just been bonded on stream. I get paid for this. And then they're just gonna cut it like that because fighting games aren't relevant because one Aussie said so. Again, like I can see where the detriment is now, but I can't see how this would come in like full force if she does talk to Ginny and there's not gonna be pushback. Just me being at the outside of this all, I don't see why this wouldn't get pushback. I might have to look up Christopher Madigan. Titanic Panic. That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped 5 seconds into it. I stopped 5 seconds into it. I'm gonna hope to absolute God. I knew it was a trap.